Secrets in our family we've been trying to cover up. Don't want to speak about it. Trying to cover it up. Covering up doesn't help. Proverbs tells us, Proverbs 28:13, that you cover it up, you won't prosper. Doesn't help. What will help you and what will help me is we confess our sins. And confess them first to God. It's not like he doesn't know. He's known all along. But stuff that we've been harboring, we've been carrying around, we need to confess it to him first of all. And the second thing we need to do is, if our action or inaction has harmed other people, we need to deal with that. And that's the hardest thing. I can't imagine how difficult it was for these brothers, these 11 grown men, to go back and tell their daddy that they had been so cruel, that they had sold their brother into slavery, and they had let their father deceived their father into believing that he was dead, and watched him mourn every day. But you also have to forsake. Confession is one thing. Forsaking is something else. So when you say to God, I've been wrong in what I've been doing or not doing. I've been wrong in what I've been allowing myself to be like. But you don't stop doing it. If you don't stop doing it, if you don't make up for it, the second thing you need to do is fix it. Now, some things are unfixable. Some things are unfixable. But some things are not. And if you can fix it, you need to fix it. You may need to have somebody help you fix some things. Help you fix your problem. But it needs to be fixed. I say this because I see so many people in the church who go through so many agonizing moments. See, we're so afraid, we know we messed up, we're so afraid that it's just jammed up forever. We forget that the God of truth, the God who wants us to be true, the God who loves us, the God who is merciful, but who is also a God. God can change all of those things. And he will if you'll give it to him. So I ask you to pray with me right now. If you're at home and watching, I ask you to close your eyes, bow your heads, pray with me, please. For many of us, we believe that as long as we didn't tell a lie, we were telling the truth, and that's not true. For any intention to deceive is a lie. Some of us have been able to justify ourselves by saying, well, it ain't so. This afternoon, as we prepare to leave, I want to just remind you that, and ask you, our church has been conducting for the last week and a half the general conference session, and people from all over the world have been meeting in St. Louis. The session ends today, and they've been discussing church business and taking votes as to how the church will be administered worldwide. There are people who are going to be leaving tonight or tomorrow, St. Louis, and they're going to be traveling to various parts of the world. And so I want to pray for them as they travel. And there are also people who are new leaders in our church organization. And we want to pray for these new leaders. Leadership is hard anywhere. But when you're talking about leadership in an international religious organization, it's extremely difficult. And pray that they and their families will, some of them have to move their families to this country. And we want to pray for them. And pray for our communities. Pray for our communities. This thing with gun violence, we suffer most of all. And it's not just from mass shootings, because we mess each other up one by one on Saturday night. But let's do our part to speak up, to talk to our leaders, to do whatever we can to create a better environment for our children to live in. As we leave, you'll be able to deposit your offering. The deacons are waiting on you at the doors. I want to remind those of you who are online that there are 4 ways you can give. Of course, you can give right here at the church, as the parishioners here are going to do. Or, as you see on the screen, you can give by Adventist giving, online giving. That information is there. Or you can give by Cash App. That information is there too. And you can designate in all these places, you can designate how you want.
This is my passion, telling the world about Jesus. I sing of his power to heal us, looking within his care. This is my passion, shouting aloud of his goodness and how he gives beauty for ashes and making his glory known. I want to tell the reason why Christ came to the earth, and tell the man, one boy and girl. And show